Hello, it's Monday, another week of health education and another chance to learn from our mistakes. Well, it's the last Monday of the 2018-2019 school year and time to put a wrap on these reflection videos. This is the second school year that I focused on teaching mistakes throughout the week, and I gotta say I like the effect that it's had on my professional and personal growth. Last school year, I managed to record one teaching mistake per day, and that got to be just frankly overwhelming. This school year, I decided to do one teaching mistake per week, or at least as often as I could. Again, just to point out that teaching, a lot like life, is not a highlight reel. I think this has helped with my life balance, and not everything is going to be perfect in teaching, nor needs to be. I've tried to pair up each specific teaching mistake with a resource in the YouTube description, so you can backtrack and see all the teaching mistakes I've made this year, and what blog post or what online link or what lesson plan that I've provided there too. I definitely recommend this process for any educator and really anyone in any business or just in your personal life to see what mistakes have been made and how to be mindful through it all and basically how to fail forward. My final teaching mistake to highlight this last week of the school year is, of course, how to manage students as they've already kind of gone into summer mode. You know, you have a certain last activity or last couple of days activities in mind and how they'll run, and that's just not always the case. I have some challenge activities that usually get the students up and moving and very engaged and interested, but it just doesn't do the trick here in this fourth quarter of the school year. So you just kind of take the good and the bad and realize something that works in first or second quarter of the school year might not work in the last few days of school, and that's okay. I'll link into the YouTube description a specific lesson plan for a challenge activity that I like to do with 8th grade that I can tie into a bunch of different topics: goal setting, social health, even mental health. Anyway, just because a lesson doesn't go perfectly doesn't mean you need to scrap that activity completely. It might just be the day or the time of year. Going forward into next year, I think I'm going to continue doing some Monday mistakes just kind of as a theme, as one of these playlists that I create on YouTube, but I might not necessarily do them every single week. I value this process, and it's definitely got me more comfortable speaking in front of a camera, but I don't want to be redundant just because I've set up a routine. So I'll let this whole reflection process evolve, and who knows, next school year maybe I'll do a monthly mistakes video. We'll just have to see what makes sense. Thanks to those of you who always tune in. I really appreciate all the positive feedback on everything I'm doing on YouTube and with the podcast. Tune in throughout the summer months because I'll keep trying to create some content for this wonderful health ed community. That's it for this school year. I'll see you next time, whenever that is. Thanks for tuning in.